Like the video and subscribe our channel. Millions of years ago, long before the first human breath touched the air, Earth was a world ruled entirely by survival. There were no cities, no technology, no mercy, only nature in its rawest and most unforgiving form. Life existed in abundance, but that abundance came with constant danger. Every living creature, from the smallest organism to the largest predator, lived under the same law: adapt or perish. This ancient Earth was both beautiful and brutal, a place where life thrived only through struggle. The planet itself was restless. Continents drifted slowly across the surface, colliding and breaking apart over millions of years. These movements reshaped the world repeatedly, creating mountains, valleys, oceans, and deserts. Earthquakes shattered the land without warning. Volcanoes erupted with terrifying force, filling the sky with ash and turning day into darkness. Lava consumed forests and rivers alike, erasing entire ecosystems in moments. Life had no control over these disasters, only the ability to endure or disappear. The atmosphere was vastly different from what we know today. Oxygen levels rose and fell unpredictably, shaping which species could survive. In periods of high oxygen, enormous insects filled the air, some as large as birds. In low oxygen eras, even breathing became a challenge. Climate conditions shifted violently. Some ages were dominated by intense heat, turning vast regions into tropical jungles, while others were consumed by ice ages that froze the planet nearly from pole to pole. These changes happened not over days or years, but still fast enough to wipe out species that could not adapt quickly enough. Life began in the oceans, where the first organisms formed billions of years ago. Ancient seas were not peaceful waters but deadly environments filled with competition. Early life forms struggled for nutrients, space, and light. As creatures evolved, predators emerged, changing the rules of survival forever. For the first time, life did not only need to survive the environment, it needed to survive each other. Armored fish, massive arthropods, and ancient sharks dominated the oceans, hunting relentlessly. Smaller creatures evolved shells, camouflage, speed, or poison to avoid being eaten. The ocean became a battlefield where every movement could mean life or death. Eventually, some creatures dared to leave the safety of water and venture onto land. This transition was one of the most dangerous steps in the history of life. On land, there was no protection from gravity, temperature changes, or dehydration. Early amphibians crawled onto shore in search of food and safety, but many failed. Only those that developed stronger limbs, lungs, and skin capable of retaining moisture survived. Reptiles later perfected life on land by evolving eggs with hard shells, allowing them to reproduce far from water. This adaptation gave them a massive advantage and allowed them to spread across the planet. As time passed, life on land grew larger, stronger, and more complex. The age of dinosaurs began, and Earth became a world dominated by giants. Dinosaurs ruled the land, sea, and sky for over 160 million years. Some were massive plant eaters that moved in herds for protection, while others were powerful carnivores designed for killing. But even the largest dinosaurs were not safe. Injury, illness, starvation, and competition constantly threatened their survival. A single broken bone could mean death. Hunting was dangerous, and predators risked their lives every time they attacked prey that could fight back. Daily life for prehistoric animals was a constant struggle. Food was never guaranteed. Droughts dried up rivers and killed vegetation, leading to mass starvation. Floods drowned entire populations. Forest fires burned uncontrollably, leaving nothing behind. Young animals were especially vulnerable. Most never reached adulthood. Eggs were stolen, nests destroyed, and juveniles hunted mercilessly. Only a small fraction survived long enough to reproduce, ensuring the continuation of their species. Sleep itself was dangerous. Many predators hunted at night, forcing prey animals to evolve sharp senses and constant alertness. Some animals slept standing up, others in short intervals. Fear was not an emotion, it was a survival tool. Cooperation also became essential. Herding behavior, pack hunting, and parental care evolved as ways to improve survival chances. Intelligence and social behavior were just as important as strength. Despite all adaptations, extinction was always present. Throughout Earth's history, mass extinction events repeatedly wiped out life on a global scale. The Permian extinction eliminated nearly all marine species. The asteroid impact 66 million years ago ended the reign of the dinosaurs almost instantly. Darkness covered the planet, temperatures dropped, and food chains collapsed. Species that had survived for millions of years vanished in a geological moment. Survival depended not just on power, but on flexibility and often pure chance. In the aftermath of the dinosaurs' extinction, mammals emerged from the shadows. For millions of years, they had lived small, hidden lives, avoiding predators and surviving quietly. Now, they expanded rapidly, evolving into countless forms. Some became massive herbivores, others fierce predators. The world changed again, but the struggle remained the same. Climate shifts, new competitors, and environmental disasters continued to test life relentlessly. The prehistoric world was never peaceful. It was shaped by violence, competition, and constant change. Every adaptation seen in modern animals, including humans, is a result of this ancient struggle. Fear, intelligence, cooperation, and resilience were forged in a world where survival was the only goal. Life millions of years ago was not about comfort or stability. It was about endurance. It was about facing impossible odds every single day and surviving long enough to pass life forward. The prehistoric Earth reminds us that life persists not because it is gentle, but because it adapts. Survival was the true ruler of the ancient world, and it remains so even today.